Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Fantasy Football. It's time for Game Week 16 preview. Now before we get into the week, let's have a quick look at Game Week 15 and see how well my team did. I also want to give you guys a few tips and strategies and some players to actually transfer in for Game Week 16 and onwards. So as you can see for Game Week 15, I got 72 points. Wow, above the average of 45. Game week rank at 149,080. So it is an incredible week. I think a lot of managers had a shocking week. You either did really good or you did really bad because of the rotation. Now I am around the overall rank around 18k, which is fantastic. To be at the stage like here at the Christmas time is incredible for me. I just need to maintain it. I think I'm around 10 to 20 points behind top 10,000. Let's see if I can make it. I'll try my best, but I doubt it. So let's go through my players. Let me just scroll this down for you guys to see. Patricio with 2. Didn't really expect too much from him, to be honest with you. Not really expecting anything from my goalkeeper right now. It's quite difficult for me to transfer the guy, and I just don't want to use my extra transfer or use my transfer for removing a player like a goalkeeper or even taking a hit for it. So for now, he has to stay. Trent Alexander-Arnold with 2. He was actually on the bench, but Gomez got himself injured. Don't know how long that guy is out for. It looks like it might be out for a couple of weeks or more. But yeah, Trent only played 67 minutes. I actually needed him to play anyway. Only 2 points because he did concede. Alonso. Now, hear me out. I know a lot of managers are thinking to remove him because he's expensive. Try to use his money wisely if you are going to remove him and bring someone cheaper. So that will be the suggestion there. So he only got us 0 points for those people who actually own him. Next I've got Lucas Dean, a player that I even suggested you guys to bring in. He was so close to get a bonus point as well, even though he conceded. He did really well in that Liverpool game. And of course, with that Cardiff game, he got 6. So there is a high chance for this guy to get a high score because he's taking corners. That's why he's ranking up a lot of bonus points. So yeah, very good transfer, even though he didn't bring anything right now. I think a lot of the defenders for this game week didn't bring much. A lot of teams conceded. I think only Company or Trippier got a clean sheet, if I'm right. So yeah, Wan-Bissaka with 1. He was actually on my bench. Sterling did not play, so Wan-Bissaka actually was on my team. Big, massive talking point is Mo Salah being benched for that Burnley game. A lot of managers captained him. They said, no, you gotta have him in your team. You gotta go for this. And this is what happens. When there is a lot of games in between, there's going to be a lot of rotation. So I was a little bit afraid. Don't get me wrong. I was very afraid of Mo Salah getting a lot of points, but I was okay for him to do that because I have him in my team. So I just thought, you know what, let me go for something different. So yeah, but he did come on and for 25 minutes and got 4 points, which is better than nothing, to be honest. Right now, every point counts and is helpful. Martial, I holded him. I know a lot of managers actually removed him. Right now, he's got this knock. Apparently, he's okay. Still need to wait for news. I am recording this on Thursday, so things might change. And I wanted to make a little bit shorter than the last one because the last one was a streaming video, which was around an hour long. This one will take around 10 to 20 minutes in between that and give you guys as much, because I want to give you guys as much as information, and I helped as much as I can as well on Twitter and stuff like that. Richarlison, 10 points. Now, guys, you have to remember that he is 7.1. He's in that mid price tag, in that midfield position. He's not going to bring you points every single time. You got to be patient with these kind of players. And yeah, look, he paid off. 10 points, fantastic. Scored a goal. Wasn't the best goal in the world, but you know, every point counts and it's fantastic for my team. Wilson. Oh my god, this guy is not a troll anymore. It is not a troll. When you have a player, I think we make him as a troll because we keep on removing a player. I remember a lot of managers removed him for Kane, and then even I did it and then got him back and stuff like that. You can't do that. You just gotta hold and you keep, and he's just doing the business. It doesn't really matter now what team he plays. Even against that Liverpool team, he could actually score. But is this a time that he might be benched? Who knows? There's a lot of players that wasn't benched in Game Week 15 that could play in Game Week 16 or should or will play in Game Week 16, and some of the players who did play might not play. So the best strategy that I can give you, listen to this. The best strategy is just remove and replace your injured players because they're not going to play out at all. They've got no chance. And maybe have a decent bench. When I say decent, have a bench that plays. If you can do that without taking a hit, perfect. Trust me, it's needed. I said it so many times and people were like, no, I don't want to waste my money. There's so many players are getting benched right now, and this is the Christmas period. There's going to be players that wants to relax and go home and, you know, see the family and stuff like that. There's going to be times like this, so just be careful. Raul Jimenez scored. Did not expect him to score. He scored. I let them play because if he doesn't do well, then I guess Alonso will keep that clean sheet. But he scored a goal, 8 points, fantastic. This guy, his value of 6 million is incredible, bringing me so many points. I know it's not the biggest points like whole, like it doesn't get you like, I think the only big one that he had was that 12 points, but he's still ticking along, which is what we need. And here we go. Now, in the last couple of game weeks, a lot of managers questioned my transfers. People questioned that I should have had a lot of West Ham players. I know. You got to understand, there's going to be, every week, there's going to be some fixtures that is incredible for that team. Like right now, in Game Week 16, Arsenal against Huddersfield is incredible. But I'm not going to go crazy and rush and get every single Arsenal player in my team and destroy my team and take hits because I'm gambling a lot. I'm taking a lot of risks to bring these players that I might not want in the future. Now, the biggest transfers that I made was removing Hazard for Sterling. Worked out well. But because Sterling was benched, didn't work out. I guess I lost 1 point or two, but I still want Sterling because I want that Manchester City player or players because I want to get more. And I removed Sergio because I just thought, you know, with all these injuries, with all these problems, I need to make a move now. And I made a move like a live transfer because Aguero's price was going down and I had exact amount for Harry Kane for that free hit, free transfer. And there we go. He scored back-to-back goals right now. 12 points. Decent goal. Very good assist for Song. 12 points. Was my captain. Bonus points of 3. 24 points. Fantastic. Sterling didn't play. Knockout. Don't know what he's doing. He's always... I can't get rid of him. And Bennett with 2. Sorry if that was longer than usual, but I want to give you guys as much as information as possible. And it's good to kind of sit down and watch everything because all of what I'm saying is, you know, it's from my heart and I want to help out. Now, Patricio against Newcastle. I don't know. His next game is against Bournemouth. Bournemouth's on a roll. I'm not expecting anything. I just hope that he can get something. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bournemouth, like I said, I don't think there's going to be any clean sheets here. Trent's got Manchester United away at home. A decent actually fixtures for Liverpool still, so I'm quite happy that I got him. Lucas Dean, great chance for actually him to get some returns. Watford, I just hope that he plays because he played back to back. Wan-Bissaka, don't really. Right now, I'm benching Alonso. I think like anything can happen, right? I don't know. You guys let me know if I should actually play Alonso. Martial, I'll go through my transfer. He's got a knock against Fulham. If he plays, fantastic. Richarlison against Watford, good chance for him to do something. Sterling had a good rest, should start. Salah had a little bit of rest, should start against Bournemouth. Raul Jimenez. Now Newcastle is very difficult to kind of predict what they're going to do and how well they're going to play. So it might be a good shout for Raul Jimenez to actually get something. Wilson here against Liverpool, and Harry Kane is going to be my captain against Leicester. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue with him, and I'm gonna captain him, and he's got a great home fixture against Burnley. So I have a decent bench, I guess. I've got a bench that plays with Bennett actually came back. Alonso, well, I wouldn't say he's decent. I mean, he's decent himself, but I don't think he'll bring me that lovely clean sheet points. But it's still something. And knockout right at the end here. And yeah, that is about it for that. Let's have a quick look at my transfers and my suggestions. So, two things, okay? Number one is I can remove Martial if he's not going to play and if he's not fit. I can remove him straight swap for Felipe Anderson, which is 7.2. Got a great amount of fixtures, as you can see. Next one is against Crystal Palace. So having that in my team is not actually too bad. Then in game week 17, I think I should get rid of Mo Salah and Knockhard and start upgrading my midfielders. Maybe go with Sane, go for two strong Manchester City players, and maybe a Tottenham player. It could be Eriksen or it could be Dele Alli. It all depends on how, what their fitnesses are. So this would be fantastic. If I bring him in game week 17, then I'll bring him against Burnley at home, which is very, very good. And if we look at Manchester City, it's actually got Everton and then Crystal Palace as well. So having 2 or 3 Manchester City players would be fantastic. So that is some of my thoughts. Or I'll make no transfer, which means I have a lot more money to spend, and I'll be able to do 2 free transfers without taking too many hits. I can remove Salah, I can remove Martial, I can remove Knockhard, and I can start adding any player that I want. I can go for Eriksen, I can go for a Manchester City player, maybe go and get that Sane as well. And I got 7.3. It'll be the same, I guess, but then I can kind of adjust the players properly. Maybe I can hold Martial and remove Alonso and get a cheap Arsenal. Basically, because of the Huddersfield game, that might be great for them. And I can upgrade Knockhard. I'll take this 4.8. I'll hold Martial because he's like Manchester United's best player right now. And I can go for Sane. So there's a lot of possibilities I can do this. I don't need to go for Bellerin, to be honest with you. I can go for anyone I want. But I think I want to get a really cheap defender that actually plays, that might give me a high chance. Like, let's just say Cedric, right? Something like this, and I got 2.2 million in the back, and I only would take 4-point hit. And then maybe later on, I can start upgrading Raul Jimenez, or maybe, Richarlison, because Everton's fixtures is a little bit difficult at this stage, but becomes better. Might hold him. We will see. There's a lot of possibilities, and maybe I might actually upgrade my goalkeeper. So there's quite a lot of transfer options that I'm thinking about. The players that I think that you should go for. Let's just have a quick look. I'm doing this on a go, guys. Oh my god, it's just from the heart. So now a lot of people has Arnautovic as a problem, right? And maybe you might want another striker. This is what I'm going to do. Let's have a quick look at Mitro's one. Okay, so Mitro. Okay, just hold up for a second. Wilson. And if you want an expensive player, I'll go for Aubameyang or Lacazette. So these are the strikers that I recommend. There are other strikers, obviously, like Firmino and Raul Jimenez. But Wilson is just doing incredibly well. Aubameyang is just so explosive. And plus, Arsenal's fixtures are incredible. And Mitro, right now, slowly, things are changing for Fulham. And I think with the manager change, with having maybe two up front, or maybe, you know, getting Mitro having a lot of help, kind of helps him out a lot. So maybe something like this. If you're not fun with that, you can go for Raul Jimenez, and that will be perfect. For the midfielders, Richarlison's going to stay if Martial's fit and is ready. And of course, Manchester City players. But if you want something different, I guess you can go for Felipe Anderson. And another player that I actually got my eyes on is going to be Song. He's cheap, 8.4, which gives you more funds to kind of use it elsewhere. And as you can see, like he scored, he's been doing really well actually. He scored in the last game, assisted in the other one, and scored in the other. So not bad returns. And yeah, those are some of the players that I recommend. For the defenders, obviously it's going to be Trent Alexander. I'm sorry if I'm going through this quite quick because I think the video is quite long anyway. Lucas Dean, but difficult fixtures ahead of him, but cheap. Arsenal. Yeah, I was actually thinking about bringing Bellerin or something. Or maybe go downwards and get Kolasinac. That is 4.9. I know Arsenal is not really keeping that clean sheet, but because of the amount of goals that they might score, these guys might get some assists or maybe even a goal. And if they can keep a clean sheet, then I think they're going to score a lot of points. So, and obviously the goalkeeper is going to be Fabianski. And there we go. Because it's just amazing. He saved the penalty and he's just doing really well. And West Ham has just got incredible fixtures. Wow. Whoa, okay, I feel I'm dying. But that is it. I won't take any hits for game week 16 unless there's major problems. I'm thinking to bank my transfer or remove Martial and bring in Felipe Anderson. And that is about it. Oh. I hope I got everything out. I hope I have answered everything. And I tried my best. If you like this kind of stuff, if you want to see more, and you know, you guys know what to do, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, like this video. Let's see if this can get up to about 100 likes. It'd be incredible. You guys have been amazing. I've got this membership as well on my channel, which I'm trying to figure out what my perks are going to be. I think helping you guys out a little bit more is gonna it's gonna be good for the community. You know, we've got to all help each other out. Anyways, that is it. Sit back and enjoy this, and I hope I helped. And that is about it. Whew. See you guys. Have a good game week. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.